Good morning. We'd like to welcome everyone to our 2021 National Honor Society induction ceremony for our students who will be entering into our National Honor Society. This is a big day for these students because this is a major accomplishment. I would like to say thank you to Miss Mary Scott Sanks, Miss Allie Catt, and Miss Mary Margie King for putting this together for us today. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Chris Russell for our streaming, which for the parents, for those of y'all who are here, we are currently streaming this into all of our classrooms, so all of our students are able to watch today. Also, as soon as this is over, we're going to kind of regroup, get things the way we need them, and we're going to have our student council election speeches after that will also be streamed to all of our classrooms, and at that time we'll then dismiss to the classrooms and we'll have our student council voting. So we got a lot going on today, but so every single student in this school is able to watch this right now and be a part of this today. I'd also like to say thank you to Mr. Alvin Parks and our custodial crew for getting the auditorium nice and clean for us. It's been a long year, and this room has not been used a lot this year, but we're very excited and happy that we're be able to be in here today. Okay. So at this time, I want to turn it over, and we're going to begin our ceremony for our National Honor Society inductees. We are very proud of these students and proud of their accomplishments.
Mr. Farrell, Ms. Sanks, Ms. Catt, members of the faculty, parents, and students, welcome to the National Honor Society induction ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NAHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among us today, we hope that this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that members in the New Albany High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society, including scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition. It is the quality we seek in our membership to promote for the student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and the talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield to one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
Character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for us our individuality, our goodness. It is the force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved, not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we hope to prove by example that we value character.
At this time, will the new inductees please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. Please join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. You may be seated.
Now, as your name is called, please step on the stage and receive your token of membership. Autumn Bachman. Ashlyn Brown. Parker Formsma. Darcy Garrett. Colin Hughes. Vicaria Jett. Molly Keener. Caroline King. Jodi Parks. Colin Paul. Morgan Pipkin. Grant Ritchie. Sarah Robbins. Christiana Rowan. Ambriana Shorter. Charlesy Stacks. Yeah. And Randy Truitt. Okay. If y'all join me in applauding our new National Honor Society members. Okay. Now I would like to invite all the senior members to please come to the stage. And we are going to reward y'all with your cord for graduation. And we're just going to go. All right, now let's give a round of applause for our seniors. Okay, now y'all can go back and sit. Okay. Thank you all for attending the National
go. Am I good now? We're going to go ahead and get started with our student council program. Today we have Lewis Creekmore, who was our student body president for the 2020-2021 school year, who will be leading our program.
Good morning, everyone. I hope that by now you're all comfortably situated with the 2021-2020 school year. And for those of you who aren't, well, just hold on a little bit longer. As I stand before you today, I want to again stress to you how much of an honor it has been to have served as your student body president. As a school, we have accomplished so much this past year, on the field and in the classroom. You have survived the first ever pandemicalized school year in New Albany High School history. And you all have continued to represent the Bulldog standard that has been laid before us, and you will continue to represent it long after you leave. Freshmen, you've all but finished your first year of high school. I hope that it was everything you ever dreamed of and more. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy it. Sophomores, it's hard to believe that you've only had one normal semester here at the high school. Brighter days are ahead, I promise. And soon, you'll be the upperclassmen. Don't take it for granted. Juniors, you're almost there. And with this next step, you take on the role of being the true leaders of the high school. Don't let that intimidate you. Embrace it and thrive. And most importantly, enjoy being a senior. And finally, to my fellow seniors, we've been together every step of the way, and it's been the greatest adventure of our lifetime. Who would have ever thought we'd make it this far, from elementary incidents to middle school scandals to high school almost graduates? John Maxwell states, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." Each of you has a path to be a leader. All you have to do is show the way. As I look back on my time, the past 4 years, being a leader here is one of the honors I will always cherish. And as I look back, I hope that I can successfully say that I've shown you all the way. New Albany High School will always be the special place that it is because of the incredible people that make up this incredible school. Thank you for everything. Now, to start our program, we'll start off with the Office of Secretary, where Senior Maggie Scott will be nominating Zoe White.
George Foreman once said, "Without appreciation and respect for other people, true leadership becomes ineffective, if not impossible." Zoe White is not only respectful, considerate, caring, and kind, but she is someone who wants the best for this school as a whole. I think that sometimes people look at student council as if it's just something that looks good on resumes, but in reality, it is so much more. If Zoe is elected secretary, I know she will become someone who takes everyone's input and finds a way to deliver what they want. However, Zoe will be more than just an effective listener. She will be a great ambassador for New Albany High School. Zoe exemplifies all of these characteristics: kind, caring, respectful, hardworking, determined, and encouraging. While serving as cheer captain this past year, I had the great pleasure of getting to know Zoe. She was one of the freshmen who I immediately made a bond with. She would always make me laugh at practice or cheer me up if I was having a bad day. Zoe's work ethic is another thing that has stood out to me since I met her. We are both waitresses at Tallahatchie Gourmet, and so I know firsthand just how hard she will work if she is elected to serve, and I know that she will please people. For example, we were working together last Saturday when Mr. Matt Buchanan, y'all's new principal, came in, and I just looked at Zoe and I was like, "I think that's him. Like, I'm pretty sure it is." And she was like, "I need to go talk to him." So instead of ignoring me or fearing him, she politely walked up to him and made a good impression. This is just one example of how Zoe always strives to be the best student and person she can be. I hope you all know just how wonderful of a person Zoe White is. If elected as secretary, she will listen and be considerate of everyone's ideas, and she will also beautifully represent New Albany High School. I cannot think of anyone greater to fill this role, which is why I hope y'all vote Zoe for secretary.
Good morning, my name is Zoe. I'm running for secretary. I've grown up in an Albany school district, and let me tell you, we are so blessed to have this school. Our school has been a backbone truly throughout this pandemic. We have had awesome supporters as our teachers and office staff. Hopefully soon I could say I play a lead role in this school representing my fellow peers. My first grade teacher told me to always give your all to everything, whether that be in your classroom, sports group, or church. Her exact words to me were, always give everything your best, even if the outcome isn't the best. This quote has stuck with me and encouraged me to use my all in every positive way I possibly can. I may not always be number one, but I can never say I did not try. My next focus of power is becoming secretary for NAHS. I want to be a friend someone can always count on, a smile you will always see, even if it's through a mask, and a person that has your best interest at heart. This will be a certain promise if I am chosen as secretary at this school. Thank you.
Now for the office of treasurer, Joseph Fennell will be speaking on behalf of Sam Derrick.
Within the past month, I've become a tennis state champion and an individual state champion. Many of you may be wondering why I'm starting off this nomination speech talking about myself. Well, I have a reason. When I played my final match, I could not help but feel a little sad because I would no longer be around my younger classmate friends. One person I have gotten to know over the last few years and who I will especially miss is Sam Derrick. He is the type of person you want to be around. Sam is respected among his classmates and teammates and is someone who I can always share a laugh with. Besides these characteristics, I have learned how intellectual Sam is. We have had many conversations about our future, and I can say he will succeed wherever he goes. Sam once told me he was going to make a 36 on his ACT, and while I questioned him at first, I can say if anyone in the school can do it, it's Sam Derrick. You want Sam Derrick as your treasurer. He is capable, responsible, and has the mind to do so. Vote Sam Derrick.
Good morning, fellow students. As some of you may know, my name is Sam Derrick. I'm currently in the 9th grade and I'm running for the student body treasurer position for the 2021-2022 academic year. I understand that treasurer is an extremely important role within the student government, dealing with all expenses and revenue of the student council. As your treasurer, I will create a financially responsible and student-focused environment. It is my belief that I am the most qualified candidate for this position. This past year, I've served as a 9th grade representative for the student council. This has given me the opportunity to observe and participate in activities related to the student government. I have and will continue to collaborate with fellow members to provide our student body with the best possible experience during this upcoming year. It is my goal to serve you, the students of New Albany High School. I'm eager to listen to the request of the student body and work with my fellow council members to achieve these goals. Both my ambition and responsible nature will equip me to best serve it as your student body treasurer. Again, my name is Samuel Derrick. I'm running for student body treasurer and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Next, we will hear speeches for the office of vice president. First off, Pacey Kelly will be nominating Summer Whiteside.
Good morning, New Albany High School. My name is Pacey Kelly, and I'm here today to nominate Summer Whiteside to be our student council vice president. Since I met Summer in middle school, she's always been a loyal and dependable friend, someone in which our school needs. Anytime you need someone to talk to or someone to help you with your math homework, she will always be there to depend on. Summer wants only the best for everyone she's around, and she'll never make anyone feel left out. She will actively listen and take your thoughts into consideration. I know she'd make the perfect vice president for our school. I hope you trust me and vote Summer Whiteside for vice president.
Good morning. Who would be a better nominee for vice president than someone who has previously held the position of vice president? Although New Albany Middle School vice president is a little different, I have prior student council experience. I was also a member of the student council representatives here at the high school. If you aren't already aware, my name is Summer Whiteside and I'm a sophomore here at New Albany. I've always been interested in student council. At the middle school, I served as vice president and president. As a result, I'd love to serve as the vice president here at the high school. I'm a very confident and trustworthy person. Nothing but the best for the students in school is my goal. Many qualities are required to make a good vice president, and I firmly believe I hold all of them. Winning this election is my biggest goal right now. I'm open-minded to everyone's thoughts and viewpoints. I'm great at reasoning with others. All of these characteristics qualify me to serve on our student council. Summer Whiteside for vice president. New Albany High School needs a proper vice president, so vote for me. Thank you so much.
Our next speaker will be Jodi Parks, speaking on behalf of Aaliyah Hudson.
Good morning. As most of you all know, my name is Jodi Parks, and I am a senior here at New Albany High School. Today, I am nominating Aaliyah Hudson for the position of Vice President. I've known Aaliyah for about a year and a half now, and as I've gotten to know her, she's kind, intelligent, and she obviously loves other people. The attributes for the position of Vice President includes leadership, representation, and the ability to make decisions for one's own self. Within the community, she has received the FCA Champion of Character Award, which reflects on herself as a person, as well as being awarded the Hustle Award and named team captain her 8th grade year for her leadership role on the New Albany Middle School softball team. Aaliyah possesses all attributes of a vice president, and that's why I believe she would be a great vice president. So vote Aaliyah Hudson for vice president and go Bulldogs.
Good morning, fellow students. I'd like to first begin by thanking you for your undivided attention. Before I continue, I want to apologize for the recent distasteful joke I made regarding voting versus race. It does not reflect my true character, and the ones of you that know me know it's true, and for those of you that don't will come to realize it does not. My name is Aaliyah Hudson. I'm a rising junior here at New Albany High School. I served as student council reporter my 8th grade year and secretary my 10th grade year. I am also a member of the National Youth Leadership Forum, a program that has blessed me with the opportunity to attend Villanova University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. This year, I was invited to attend George Mason University as well as the 2021 presidential inauguration. I have maintained a 3.0 plus GPA since my 2nd grade year. In addition, I'm a photographer for the sports teams here at New Albany, and I was recently crowned 2021 Miss Teen City of New Albany. I'll represent the City of New Albany this November at the Miss Magnolia State pageant in Vicksburg as I compete for the title of Miss Teen Magnolia State. As we all know, the past year has been rough for all of us. Going through the school year in the middle of a global pandemic has certainly not been easy. However, we as a school and a community in general showed resilience in the face of adversity and made this as normal a school year as possible. For that, give yourself a pat on the back. One of my favorite quotes is from Nelson Mandela. It reads, "The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow." As some of you may know, my ultimate goal is to be first Black female president of the United States of America. Now, I know what some of you all are thinking. She's insane. And believe me, originally, I felt the same way. However, after realizing that the only obstacle standing in my way is myself, I now know my goal is in arm's reach if I set my mind to it and work hard. And the same thing goes for you all. No matter what your ultimate goal is, if you work hard and you set your mind to it, you can achieve anything your heart desires. Today, I stand before you as a candidate for Vice President. If elected, I assure you that I will work with my fellow confidants to make the school a better place for its students, including but not limited to keeping students safe from potentially offensive remarks, listening to your ideas, and doing everything in my power to make New Albany High School the best high school in the state of Mississippi. To conclude, with my experience and passion, I believe that I could be a great leader and the next Vice President of New Albany High School. I promise to do my best to bring awareness to the mental health of students, increase academic requirement, and expand student interest. Thank you for your time. Go Bulldogs.
For our final position of president, Grant Ritchie will be speaking on behalf of Jake Moore.
Good morning. I'm here before you today to tell you why Jake Moore is the absolute best candidate for your next student body president. But what exactly is a president, you might be wondering? Well, if you look up that word, pretty much any definition you find will also contain this one word, leader. Famous entrepreneur and businessman Thomas J. Watson once said, "Nothing so conclusively proves a man's ability to lead others as what he does from day to day to lead himself." I believe this quote embodies who Jake really is. He is a leader by example. As long as I've known Jake, I could tell you that he goes the extra mile in all that he does. Whether it be having the lead role in the musical, serving as a student leader for the band, excelling in his academics by being top of his class, or serving his church's youth group as the praise band leader, Jake always goes above and beyond to set an example for everyone around him. Being involved in basically all the same areas as Jake has given me the opportunity to witness firsthand the kind of leader he truly is. His type of dedication to bettering himself and those around him is exactly the type of person New Albany High School needs as its president. NAHS needs a leader who can bring bright new ideas to the table that will not only better our school next year, but for decades to come. And I cannot think of anyone better fit to lead New Albany High School as its next student body president than Jake Moore. Thank you.
Roles. Throughout our lives, we will be given many different roles and duties to carry out. Some roles we are born with. Others are simply a matter of circumstance. Nonetheless, these responsibilities all have one thing in common: importance in the life of the individual and most likely others. Good morning. My name is Jake Moore, and I'm running for your student body president. You may be asking yourself, why does Jake Moore want to run for president, or why does Jake Moore think he's even qualified to be our president? These questions are completely valid, and thankfully I have answers. Ever since I was young, I've always loved helping others. Whether it was helping another team's player up during a soccer game when I was 7, even if my coach didn't necessarily like it, or encouraging people when they needed it, I've always had a passion for people. This brings me to the reason why I would like to be selected as your class president. I want to help you, the student body, help New Albany High School be the best place for a high school experience. As for why I'm qualified for this position, here are a few reasons. I'm an extremely hard worker who will work to the best of my ability to get the wishes of the student body accomplished. I've been in a variety of leadership positions since the 6th grade, from being a student council officer to helping lead in my church family. Finally, I enjoy being around other people. While some may feel drained when they have to be around others, I'm the complete opposite. This position would give me new opportunities unlike any before to interact with you, the student body. George W. Bush once said, "Leadership means duty, honor. It means character, and it means listening from time to time." Here at New Albany, I think this quote can be applied to our student council and especially to the class president. Looking back over past years at our school, I can't help but notice that the title of student body president is just that, a title. I would like to work to change that by communicating with our administration and our teaching staff to make the voices of students heard clearly and to have the student council play a more active role in our decision making. After all, the definition of student government is the organization and management of student life by student government. I believe that, if elected, I will be able to make this a reality in New Albany High School. Roles. We all have them. Whether it's being the captain of a team or simply being there for someone in need, we all have duties to carry out. I'd love to have the honor of my next role being your student body president. So remember, when it's time to vote, make the right choice. Vote more for president.
Lastly, we will have Mr. Adam Conlee nominating Caroline King.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adam Conlee, and I'm a senior and soon-to-be alumni here at New Albany High School. I'm here today with hopes of convincing you to vote Vice President Caroline King as your president at New Albany High School. I've known Caroline my whole life, but got the privilege of getting close to her through our journalism class last year. Caroline is many things. Caroline is involved in numerous clubs, including Future Business Leaders of America, Anchor Club, and FCA. Caroline is also very involved with First United Methodist Church, where she is active in the youth group and is a youth council member. She has also excelled within her academics as in one of the smartest students in her class. She is a member of the 30+ Club, National Honor Society, All-A Honor Roll, and the Blue Mountain Math and Science team. Caroline is also extremely competitive and athletic. She has been a starter on the varsity soccer and golf teams since she was in the 8th grade. She received offensive and defensive MVP and all-division in soccer. She also received MVP of the golf team and all-division. For anyone who doesn't know, Caroline recently won a state championship in golf individuals. Caroline is one of the most determined and hard-working people that I have ever met. Each and every one of these accomplishments did not happen overnight. Caroline wakes up every single morning at 5 a.m. to do drills and also travels to Birmingham to the United States Soccer Association, where she competes against some of the best players in the Southeast. There is never an off season for Caroline. When she isn't playing soccer, she's working on her golf game. I've witnessed Caroline at the golf course practice from sunrise to sundown, and it paid off this year with her state title. One of her most important traits is honesty. Caroline King is not asking for your vote for some scholarship money. She is asking for your vote because she loves this town and she loves this school. She's not going to sit up here and lie to you about how she will get you a longer lunch break or a longer vision time. But what I can promise you is that she will do everything in her power to be the best president of New Albany High School that she can be. Caroline King does not half do anything. She's going to play soccer. She's going to be the MVP. She's going to play golf. She's going to be a state champion and settle for nothing less. If you want a winner and someone who strives to be the best at everything they do, vote for Caroline King today. If you know Caroline King, you know she is extremely embarrassed right now because I'm speaking highly of her, and is probably regretting that she asked me to give this speech today. Caroline has every right to be cocky and full of herself. But she is one of the most humble, outgoing, kind, and positive people that I have ever met. Brad Montague once said, "Be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody." Caroline King is that somebody. Caroline is that one who can light up a room and change someone's day. I don't ask you to vote for Caroline King today. I urge you to, because she is the best candidate in this year's race without a doubt. Have a great day, and remember, vote Caroline King for your student body president.
Good morning. I would first like to start by thanking Adam Conlee so much for speaking on my behalf and giving me a senior nomination. The opportunity to even run for this office is overwhelming. I'm so excited. This past year, I served as vice president, and I might have had the shortest term, like ever, but through this year, we were able to defeat COVID, and we're finally seeing the light at the other end of the tunnel. While we have been in school, it hasn't been the New Albany High School I experienced as a freshman. We weren't allowed to eat in the cafeteria, there was no FCA, and there was no vision, which for many of you don't know which it was, but it was a time for us to participate in clubs and hang out with our friends. There were no field trips. We weren't allowed to have pep rallies in the auditorium or have a full homecoming. All of this to say, I see us enjoying most of these normal high school experiences in the future. Now is not the time to become complacent. This past year, we were forced to experience the bare minimum. Life at the high school has been hard, and we have made it through, but now is the time, now we have the opportunity to do more, to work hard, to have a productive and happy year. I'm Caroline King, and I'm running for student body president. One of the reasons I'm running for president is to help take back what it means to be a New Albany Bulldog. Like Adam said, I don't have to do anything. I want to be that friendly face for the new students coming in and a game changer for those in need of something different from our school. I was so happy to serve as vice president under President Lewis Creekmore this past year to see how the student government worked. We saw many areas that could use improvement. But projects of the student government were either tabled or postponed due to the pandemic. Projects like a homecoming powder puff game, developing a design for a school flag, more volunteer opportunities, and treats for just surviving high school. Now we can implement these projects. We can make them become realities. During the last 3 years, I've prepared myself for president by being involved in the student government, serving as student body vice president and student council rep, and other school activities like Vision Mentor, Anchor Club, National Honor Society, and FBLA, and playing on the soccer, golf, and cheer teams. As your president, I stand alongside the other officers, showing support and providing extra help. I'll be active with the student council, working on ways to support our students and staff. I will work with the student body vice president to create a portal where all students can share and express opinions for improvement, so together we can come up with an action plan to effect needed change. I'm asking you to cast your vote for Caroline for student body president. I'm asking the upcoming seniors, this is our time to make a difference, to make a legacy that we're proud of. I'm asking the upcoming juniors to allow my leadership to assist in building your foundation for a successful senior year. Finally, our upcoming sophomores, you are the future. You have the opportunity to choose a leadership that will guarantee a most memorable sophomore year. I want us to all build memories we'll treasure forever. I want to help our student body get involved. Together, we can find ways to move forward and experience not just a normal year, but a better year than ever before. I want to be a representative for you and to help create change. Neil Diamond might even say that I'm the sweetest choice. Vote Sweet Caroline for president.
All right, let's give one round of applause for all of our candidates and their speakers for doing such a great job here today. All right, now teachers and students, we're going to talk about the voting process, and this is how this will work. And when we dismiss, we're going to dismiss all students from the auditorium back to their classrooms. Okay, students, if you're in the class right now watching this stream session, stay in the classroom you're in. Okay, we'll be returning, give everyone a few minutes to get there. We'll be voting on our devices, on your iPads. On your iPad, you should have an icon that says Student Council. When you click that button here in a few minutes, when we open up the voting, the ballot will appear. So don't click that until we get the announcement from the office, as we will open those here in a few minutes and make those announcements. Okay, each device can vote only one time. All right, students, if you get your iPad out and you scroll through and for some reason the Student Council ballot did not download to your iPad over the weekend, just like we always do their voting, please come to the foyer. Mr. Tintoni and myself will be waiting there for you where you can scan a QR code. Okay, you must bring your iPad. You've got to show us on your iPad where that ballot was not there, so we know you did not have the opportunity to vote. Okay, you can scan a QR code and vote that way, okay? All right, at this time, if everyone, students, if y'all will dismiss to your second block class, ladies and gentlemen on the stage, if y'all will go to your second block class, in a few minutes we will turn our voting on and we will have our student council votes. Hang on one second. Yes, ma'am. Seniors do not vote. Seniors do not vote, okay? Teachers, watch your seniors in the classroom. Seniors do not vote. Only freshmen, sophomores, and juniors will vote for student council, okay? All right, thank you everyone for attending, and the students, please return to your second block class so we can have our votes. Thank you very much.